Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas Fletcher and I'm the host of the LCSW network. If you're new to my channel, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channel, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of hope and support, where social workers can come for relevant news, information, and inspiration. Well, welcome back to Self-Care Saturday. Welcome back to Season 6, Episode 22 of our Self-Care Saturday series. This is your place for grounding, nourishing self-care strategies made by and for mental health professionals. So in today's topic, we will be covering something that often goes unspoken in clinical spaces, but holds deep meaning for many of us. And that topic is exploring the role of spirituality in self-care. Now, whether you're religious, spiritual but not religious, or simply someone who values meaning and connection, today's episode is for you. Let's take a gentle, inclusive look at how spirituality can support your personal and professional wellness. So in section 1, we are going to talk about what is spirituality. So let's start with a broad definition. Spirituality is about seeking connection to self, to others, to nature, to a higher power, or to something greater than ourselves. It's less about dogma and more about direction. In clinical terms, spirituality is often associated with meaning making, purpose, values, and inner peace. You don't need to belong to a specific faith to explore your spirituality. For many, it shows up through mindfulness practices, time in nature, like I'm doing today, creative expression, communal rituals, or moments of awe and gratitude. So in section number 2, we're going to talk about why it matters for helping professionals. As social workers and mental health professionals, we're trained to focus outward on ethics, outcomes, and interventions. But let's not forget, our inner world matters too. Spiritual self-care helps replenish compassion fatigue, anchor you in your core values, cultivate resilience through uncertainty, and make sense of the suffering we witness. When the day feels heavy or when boundaries blur, spirituality can ground us, not in avoidance, but in alignment. Research even supports this. A growing body of studies links spiritual well-being to lower rates of burnout, greater emotional regulation, and increased job satisfaction in the helping professions. So in section number 3, we are going to discuss some simple ways to integrate spirituality into self-care. So how do you actually incorporate spirituality into your self-care practice without it feeling performative or like another task? Here are 5 ways to explore. Number 1, morning centering. Start your day with intention, whether it's a brief prayer, breath work, or simply asking, how can I serve with purpose today? It centers you before the world pulls you in. Number 2, sacred pause throughout the day. Carve out 60 seconds to be still. Close your eyes. Breathe. Put your hand on your heart. This tiny pause is a spiritual act of presence. Number 3, reflective journaling. Noticing the sacred in the ordinary can transform your day. Try journaling with prompts like, what gave me a sense of peace today? When did I feel most aligned with my purpose? Number 4, nature as sanctuary. I often call this place my sanctuary, and it really feels that way. Spend time outdoors without multitasking. Listen, observe. Let the rhythms of the natural world remind you that healing doesn't always come in words. Number 5, community and ritual. Join a spiritual group, attend services, or create your own rituals. Rituals, even something as simple as lighting a candle at the end of your day, can mark transitions and create sacred space. All right, so here's some closing reflections for all of us. So let's be clear. Spiritual self-care doesn't require perfection or certainty. It's okay to wrestle with doubts. In fact, those questions can be part of the journey. And remember, just as we honor our clients' spirituality without imposing our own beliefs, we owe it to ourselves to explore what gives our lives meaning too. So this week, ask yourself, what feeds my spirit? What practices bring me closer to peace and purpose? And where in my life do I want to feel more connected? That's your invitation. Not to do more, but to listen more deeply to your soul. I want to thank you all for joining me for this Self-Care Saturday on the LCSW network. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear how spirituality shows up in your own self-care. Leave a comment, share this with a colleague who might need some spiritual nourishment too. Until next time, take good care of yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit. And as I always say, I want to thank you all for the work that you do every day, for your clients, for your agency, and for the profession. Please continue to take care of yourselves and each other. Bye for now.